Swatik crap. Welcome to Roller Coaster Tycoon again. This was actually a really fun challenge that I set up for myself while I was playing through Gentle Glen. I figured that if you can make a bunch of money, especially a bunch of money using Ferris wheels, why not do it on like the one park where you're supposed to have a bunch of gentle rides? So I challenged myself saying that I was mainly going to build Ferris wheels. I wanted to build 100 Ferris wheels in this park, as well as all of the gentle and throw rides that I could build. My limitations was I had to leave the original rides the way they were, and I also could only build the flat rides on flat ground. So it combined both the ability to have to find the money to be able to flatten everything, which is just fun, with also this ability to make a lot of money and just have to build a gazillion of these Ferris wheels. So the Ferris wheels are like the best flat ride to spam because you can just build them vertically, as you've seen here. So it makes it really easy for them to fit into places, and they don't take up that many spaces. You got the 4 spaces, 5, 6 for the entrance, 7, 8, and that 8th part is a path. Whereas a 3x3 is 9 for a regular flat ride. Plus you got to figure out all of the other stupid stuff with the entrance and the queue path and all of that, which just takes up a lot of space. Showing you highlights here, it doesn't quite show how hard this scenario is. I did notice that after I got 1,000 or more guests in this park, the guest generation significantly declined. So I did use death traps, particularly with Hiccup and a few other rides, to try to be able to get rid of guests, to keep that guest count below 1,000. I also had to constantly be doing marketing throughout this entire scenario in order to just get enough guests and get enough money for my park entry fee. I maxed out the park entrance ticket price at $50, which is what you can do, which is a lot of money. So we were able to get a lot of money that way, but there's still just a lot of money that's needed in order to really flatten all of this land, as you can tell, as well as just build all of these Ferris wheels. And then you gotta hire a bunch of like handymen and a bunch of mechanics because your Ferris wheels break down all the freaking time. I mean, again, I guess you don't have to if you want to try to save a little bit of money, but you really gotta stay on the marketing is the biggest thing. So to be successful at this challenge, it was annoying too because like they were like $1, but like nobody's gonna pay $1, so I had to like sit there and be like, okay, well let's try to make guests happy, because the park rating is part of the guest generation formula, so you want to be able to make sure that you have a decent enough park rating. And then when it was smaller and stuff too, it was just harder to keep everybody happy and stuff. Like once you get a park that's like ginormously this big with a million rides, like there's enough guests that get like trapped wandering around in the mix of all of these rides. Like all my entertainers got trapped apparently that I hired to make people happy, and they're but I don't know, like this was just like really fun. This is like the super fun way to spam Ferris wheel. So anyways, right here I'm getting very close. That's 99, so I'm getting very close to 100. So that was just kind of the goal I set for myself when I started out doing this. I was like, can we put 100 in here? Here, it's, as you can tell, it's still year 2. So we were able to really make that money and make that bank early on using my 4 strategies. So it just makes you feel good that I know how to make like a gazillion dollars in Roller Coaster Tycoon now. Again, this is Open RC Tycoon. So as fun as this is, I would love to try it in like the original Roller Coaster Tycoon, just to see if like there's any like little quirks differences. But when I did the same thing with Dynamite Dunes, it seemed about the same, if not slightly easier, because like you're forced to go at a slower speed so you don't miss like marketing and other stuff because you're going too fast. Here's 100, so I named it the real 100 just in case anybody, gets confused, since I'm doing a pre-built for Gentle Glen, and I renamed all my Ferris wheels, even those that weren't pre-built like that. The Gentle Glen, it is one indexed, not zero indexed. So when it's Gentle Glen 100, that is the real 100. I also have Gentle Glen 101 over there, which is the 102nd, I guess, in the park. But it's black and white, 101 Dalmatians. So, anyways, I'm finally connecting my two little areas over here. I'm building the last few gentle rides. That way I have every thrill ride. You only get 3 thrill rides in this one. Like, the best is probably go-karts if you wanted to try to do stuff. So I guess you could like abuse this challenge and try to do something like crazy with a go-kart, but like that's not really, in the spirit of what's going on here. I mean, the only other 2 thrill rides, you get the swinging ship and the scrambler, so nothing stand out there beyond the basic gentle rides and thrill rides and stuff like that. You do get some pretty decent water rides, which I guess is between that and then like the regular roller coasters you get is part of how you can beat the objective. Pretty easy normally, but again, I'm just going with the gentle rides and those 3 thrill rides I have, plus whatever is pre-built, obviously. So I lowered all the hills. I kind of kept the path the same. I did move the path just a little bit just so I could kind of fit my mini golf course there, because it just looked cool. I have a ghost train up top as well that I squeezed in some empty area between my original Ferris wheels. So the only thing I got left as far as lowering the land here, with all the money we got, and we got a lot of money, so it's really just time at this point. So I got to close Hiccup so I can go ahead and lower the stuff because Hiccup goes underground, so to be able to lower that, I got to close Hiccup and do that, as well as just kind of work out this original area right here. Oh, hiring a bunch of entertainers and that. Yeah, and then I was able to, because I had so many rides in the park, obviously, pretty easily beat my objective. But it's definitely something that I was worried about. So once I knew I'm comfortable with my money and stuff, I'm gonna make sure that everybody's happy, everything's going great. Because it just if I'm not paying attention, I did play through this the first time and didn't even beat the objective because I got distracted with other stuff. So there we go. I mean, you don't need to see me lower all the land, but you can see. We have this merry-go-round way up high, and we have all the land lowered, and it's October, and we have a bunch of guests. You only need 1,200 guests to beat the objective here, so it's nothing crazy. If you want to double-check that everything's lowered, I think I still have 1 death trap over there. It's about the only thing I didn't lower. And then just double-checking that we got the wood, because, it's Gentle Glen. Gentle Glen's whole thing is the wooden underneath the carousel, so let's make it on a giant wooden islet. Because why not? I mean, we get the money. So this just makes me so happy that you're just able to do this with Ferris wheels, and just also Open RC Tycoon where I can just double check that I didn't miss anything by making it ginormous is nice. Hiring more mechanics. Yeah, because especially when they get lost and stuff, and then there's a bunch of rides to break down, and then obviously if my death traps eat up any of my things. But I think I closed my death traps at this point. Yes! So great. So I was able to beat the objective and be amazing. And it's going so fast, I guess they don't even clap for me. Oh, that's great. Okay, well, I'm going to sit here and enjoy the Ferris wheels. Capcoon crap.